Let's untangle political unrest and democracy in Africa. Last October, Tanzania was supposed to make history. 37 million registered, but Dar es Salaam's streets were quiet.
The mood was off. Instead of election day energy, there was an anticipatory quiet. In Zimbabwe, I've seen that silence. Fear makes people not vote, not from apathy, but from terror. Tanzania's warning signs came early: blackouts, internet shutdowns, police, and soldiers bracing for unrest. I remember protests in Harare. The tension crawls like a dust storm. Even the bravest stay home when dissent means a visit from security agents. The playbook in Tanzania was familiar: opposition leaders barred, journalists disappearing, and technical problems silencing online voices. Samia Suluhu Hassan was a symbol of hope, but now it's the same old song. The outcome is fixed before votes are counted. It's so predictable, why even call it an election? This isn't just Tanzania. Cameroon and Ivory Coast show leaders manipulating elections and barring rivals. When the only competition is the ruling party's shadow, what's left of democracy? What remains if you strip away the banners and polling booths? Are the people's voices still there, or is it just a performance? It's an illusion of participation. Where does the courage for protest come from? People demand change even with high risks. What does public participation mean if people only act at a boiling point? Hope isn't gone. There's still a dream for true democracy, where a vote has meaning, but sometimes that dream is buried so deep beneath fear and anger that we only see the eruption, not the yearning. Let's shift gears. Honora Julai Moyo spoke of energy as transformative, restoring dignity and connecting people. Access to electricity changes everything. Julai Moyo painted a powerful vision of an integrated African energy market, connecting destinies, not just power lines. Over 600 million Africans lack commercial energy access. More than half the continent lives in darkness. Light is hope, opportunity, and agency, the same agency missing from many democratic elections. This contradiction haunts the region. Julai Moyo called for private sector investment and deregulation for financial returns. He also warned about sustainability. When a society opens the grid, lights and hopes multiply. But if only the elite plug in, most are left in the dark. Political and electrical power are two sides of the same coin, often reserved for the privileged. The grid is like a river. If the source is blocked, those downstream go thirsty. True inclusion means everyone gets a say and a spark. People rise up after every stolen election or power cut. Opposition parties protest, civil society demands reform, and sometimes the international community listens. But the loudest silence is from the African Union. They act quickly for coups, condemning and suspending. But for election manipulation, there's a convenient quiet. What does that say about legitimacy? It's a double standard. When a gun is involved, it's undemocratic. But when the ballot is weaponized, it's suddenly fine. The AU stays silent, and external sanctions rarely work. Real democracy must be community-led. I once helped build a bridge in Mozambique, not just of wood, but of trust. Politicians promised, people worked. That bridge stands because it was community-driven. If Africans lead reforms, our democracy will be real, not a play for elites. Lasting shifts, whether electrical or political, start with people demanding better together, not waiting for institutions or outsiders.